Hey everyone, it's Baron from Attack Interactive, and in this video I'm going to be talking about the conversion section of Google Analytics. So here we are at the over page of the goals section under conversions, and what this page does is it is the overview of the goals you set before. So how are we going to get set goals? We're going to set those goals from the admin page, which I'm going to go there in a second. But before that, let me show you what a goal. Let me talk about what a goal is. So the goal is going to be something you set, and you can set anything as a goal in means of you can, for example, set a goal, set a contact page as a goal, and you can say every time someone fills up the contact page, I'm gonna achieve my goal. So you want the goal to be the count of successful contact page users. So anytime someone fills up a form, it is gonna count as goal completion. So how to set goals like that? Let's go to the admin page and go to the goals under the view section. I mentioned this before. In this admin page you can have the user management, the account settings, and set filters, and any type of settings. You're gonna find it under the admin section. So goals page. What we have here is we only have a checkout goal. So if you're running an e-commerce site, this is going to be a logical goal. You can set up to 20 goals to track from. Let's set a new goal and go through that process together. So what we're going to do is I'm not going to create the same goal. Then I want to create a contact us goal for this specific page. So we had a payment goal set up. I'm gonna talk about that in the overview page. Let's just make this a contact us goal and click on the next step. So you can name it however you want. Let's actually name it contact, and this is gonna be our second goal. You can choose to change this, make it the third, fourth, or even change the goal set. The type is gonna be you're gonna have to choose a type for this. So it can be any type. It can be a destination, which is gonna be linked to the thanks page of whatever you're choosing. So if you're choosing a payment goal, a sale goal, you're gonna have to go to the thank you page. Thank you for shopping with us. Your payment has been successful. You're gonna have to link that page as a destination page so that it can count as a successful goal. If they don't end up in the thanks page, it's never gonna count. It doesn't work like that. This is how it can track it. So same goes with the contact page. I need to link the thanks page of that contact page so that Google can understand it's a successful goal. So you can also set durations. Let's say if my visitor stays in the home page, let's assume for 5 minutes, counted as a successful goal. You can also have the pages divided by screens. For example, if a session has 10 page views, let's count it as a goal, as a successful goal. And you can create an event like playing a video or viewing an image, but I'm just gonna keep it at the destination and go to the next step. So what you're gonna have to do is you're gonna have to put the URL of your thank you page. What you're gonna have to do is you're gonna have to copy your let's assume testdomain.com/contact thank you .html. It can be something like that. You're gonna have to go to your page and fill the contact form, and then take the URL thank you, go to the thank you page and copy paste that URL and paste it here. You can also add money to your conversions, so you can say I'm gonna count every successful goal $1 of value. So what it's gonna do is if you go back to the goal page, so if you put $1 for a successful completion, you're gonna have $4 here. You can do those things depending on you. I'm not gonna do that now. And you have the funnel option where you can instead of viewing this whole whole thank you page URL over here. You can choose to set a funnel, and you can see the screen and page name, which is going to be just this part instead of the whole URL address. You don't need to do that for now, and let's just create that goal right this second. Alright, so as you can see, we have a contact and a checkout goal, and let's actually go to the checkout goal and see how we created that. So we created a custom goal for this, and then we made the description to the destination page for the checkout, and the goal details is going to be the checkout and cart page. So every time someone goes to the cart and completes it, it's going to count it as a successful goal. So how many completions have been made over that specific checkout goal? So there has been 4 conversions so far. What this page does is the overview page. It shows you how many successful goals has happened. So what are we doing? Let's turn this back to a year and see what happened. Alright, so in a year we had 9 competitions, where we had them in 6 in February and 3 in this month, and the conversion rate is gonna be 0.40%, and there's no abandonment rate. And checkout goal number 1, which is our first goal, is happened 9 times. So you can also choose to see the source and medium. Your goal compilation came from Google and organic search. The 5 of them came from Google, 2 of them came from direct traffic, and the rest came from other search sites. Let's keep up with what we have on goals. We have the goal URL page, where it shows us the goals URL, which any successful goal, that you understand that this is going to be the page that is going to complete our goal, the goal completion location. So if you have a lot of goals, going to this page is going to give you an idea of which page is going to convert it to a successful goal. You also have the graph over here to see from, and let's go to reverse goal path. This is kind of useful, that they show you what happened before they went to that goal successful goal page. So the page for our successful checkout is going to be this page. Before that, they were at this brands page, and before that they went to that, and so it goes on. So what happens here is so the one completion is, every row is a completion. So this is the completion page, and if we go back, it's the entrance page, and if you go back, it's not set, so it doesn't provide any information what happened before. But at the second conversion, we had, in total we had 9 conversions. So the second one, it was this page before the cart page, and then they went to this page, and then they went to the home page, which is going to be the entrance page. Let's see if we can find some useful, we can track something useful from here. This is the customer, how they behave before completing the goal. So okay, so this one over here, before the cart, they were at the product page, and then they were at the contact us page, and then before they were at the accessorizes, the product page again. So this might provide some information to you. You can choose different goals to view from. Funnel visualization page is gonna show the every page is a single session. This is gonna be a detailed page to talk about for now, so I'm gonna go to the goal flow. So if you can remember, the flow pages is kind of same in every section. You can track the traffic before the checkout page. So 55 from Google. This is a visualization of how they went to your goal completion page. So this is normally more useful if you have more pages listed here, but since this is a completion, it just shows you the source and what happened after that. So this is it for goals. Let's move to the e-commerce page. Okay, so for the e-commerce page, you're gonna have to set this up, set your e-commerce site up for Google to collect data. So for that, you're gonna have to go to the admin page, and once again, you're gonna go under View section and go to e-commerce settings and set your site up to for Google to collect your e-commerce data. So what you can do over here, this is really useful, and if you set this and it goes up, then you can see the multi-channel funnels as well, which I'm gonna talk about in a couple of minutes. So e-commerce, if you're selling something on your page, this is gonna be considered an e-commerce page. This might be useful for you or not, depending on if you're selling something on your store or not. But let's assume you're using e-commerce site and you set up your e-commerce page for Google, and it's collecting data from your site. So what it does is it shows you the conversion rate, the how many transactions have been made, how much revenue you made, the average order value, the unique purchases have been made, and how many items have been sold. And also you can see the products, how many times they sold. You can see their SKU number, the category for that, and source and medium where they came and bought your items. And also you have this graph over here that shows the conversion rate for your store. Let's go to the product performance page. This is really useful information if you have a lot of items over here that you can search for them and find how many times this purchase has been made, unique purchases has been made, how many users bought that product and how many times, and the revenue came from that product, and so on. As together with, you can see the sale performance by date, what has been sold, how many sales have been made on specific dates and months. You can also view that, and you can also see the transactions that is coming to your site by ID number. You can sort these out by revenue or tax or shipping amount or the quantity, and you see the time to purchase. It shows you how many days it took them to make the purchase from your store. So 0 days to transaction, there has been 1, and 5 days. This Google tracks how long it takes for a single user to buy an item. So it's going to be in detailedly explained in multi-channel funnels, which shows you the behavior of your customers who bought something from your store, where they came from, which link they clicked on and bought your product. It's all here, and let's go to the overview page for multi-channel funnels. So this page shows you how your customers purchased something. They show you their behavior, how you acquired those customers, and what happened. If you can think this as a basketball game, someone scores, and in this case, a purchase can be considered a score. And before that, someone gave the scorer a pass. You know that there has been an assist to make that score. So same goes with this online marketing mentality, that someone might have assisted you for that sale, and it shows in this multi-channel funnels. It shows you what happened, how they bought it, where did the sale come from. It shows you those statistics, which is really useful if you're using AdWords together with this. It shows you the words, the keywords as well, gives you more detailed report for that. So total there were 11 conversions, and the assisted conversions there were 2 assisted conversions. And if you check the graph over here, it shows you which day it has been the purchase has been made, and 72% of the conversions came from organic search, and 36 was from direct traffic. So direct is 4 people and 8 people from the organic search. So for that, we are gonna have to go to the assisted conversions page, where it shows us we have 2 assisted conversions which worth of $157, and we had 11 last click or direct conversions, and that made us $216, and the assisted last click conversions rate is 0.18%. So the direct traffic assisted conversions is gonna be 2, and the organic search is gonna be 1 conversion. Let's go to the top conversion paths, where it tells us gives us the map, kind of the path of the conversions, the top conversions. Since we have only few conversions over here, it doesn't show us a comparison, just shows us what happened. For that, you need to have a little bit larger number of conversions so that it shows you the path for that. And we have the time lag page, where it says how long did it take for our customer to purchase something. So we had 9 conversions in a single day, and in 5 days someone got into your store the first day, and after 5 days the same user made the purchase. And also we have 12 to 30 day lags from one customer, which shows didn't buy anything, but it kind of shows it as a purchase, so let's not take that into consideration. But this page shows you how long it took for your customer to complete that purchase. And of course we have the path length, which is going to be the conversions and how many interactions in between has been made for the purchase. There has been 1, 3, and 10 interactions in these conversions. If we go back to the overview page and skip quickly what has been happening, when we click on each of the assisted conversions, it kind of shows us from where we got the conversion. From Google we had 1 conversion, and last click over here I kind of didn't explain that well, and when I first skipped on it. Last click is gonna be the last page, which page the last page happened. So normally before the purchase, the last click on any other page is gonna be counted as a conversion, as an assist for that conversion, and it shows you which page that was. So the last click conversion came from Bing at some point, and the value was we had 2 conversions, $59 and so on. So as I said, this would make sense if we had more conversions. And this is gonna be it for the multi-channel funnels. And finally we have the attribution page, where and finally we have the model comparison tool, which I mentioned, the last interaction rate. So you can have different models for an assisted conversion. As I said, let's go back to the assisted conversions page. So I said last click method is gonna be they're gonna count the last click on another page. If it turns into a successful conversion, they're gonna count the last click page as an assisted as an assist for that sale. And you can have different models for that. You can have AdWords models for that. Right now is the last interaction, but you can choose to have different models, last non-direct click or last AdWords click, and you can compare it with them. Right here it shows you the last interaction, of course, 7 conversions and 4 direct conversions. This is useful if you want to change that model and use different models as an assisted conversion. We just came to the end of this video as well. Once again, it's Baron from Attack Interactive, and thank you for watching this video.